I see that today we have almost the full house at this webinar. The partners are joining in. Please tell me if you can see and hear me well, and whether we have YouTube broadcast. Thank you. Then, dear friends, please, next slide. Let's get started. Yes, my name is Maria Antonenko. I am still in Vilnius, Lithuania, and I've been here for almost 1 month. But look, the team that is in charge of our blockchain and exchange that supports, this is a team of crypto enthusiasts. They work late at night and early in the morning with their eyes red, almost sleepless. They are back to the offices, but at the same time, very, very enthusiastic to get the result. And they see the hard work we did last year at the stage of the design. We have different types of staking, different tokens, and they like it a lot. Well, indeed, it's very difficult when a new team takes over the code of the blockchain, of the exchange, and detail it into, or splits it up into the lines to check it for security, and it takes a lot of time. Every day they assess different scenarios. What if, in case something goes wrong, even if the situation or scenario is very unlikely to happen, but they're very experienced, and therefore they experiment with these scenarios to see how our exchange or blockchain may behave, may operate in such a situation. So this is a stress testing of our products. Next slide, please. Well, you know that in blockchain we have 4 tokens. And there was a question whether it's correct that UNTB is, this is unit token of blockchain. And in Russian, we can call it unit token of blockchain. Well, in our community, we are used to think that units are a means of payment inside the back office, and it will play this role. But gradually, for those people who are not from our community, but from the crypto community outside, this unit token of blockchain will become a common term. Next slide, please. Another time, after looking through your chats, I realize that people still have a mess in their minds. There are those willing to be at the exchange and here I did my best to attach some screenshots of how the exchange looks like and the crypto wallet looks like. And almost all the transactions with cryptocurrencies are carried out in wallets. We send our tokens from one wallet to another, including CRU, UNTB, and USDU in future. The only thing we may not send to each other is world CRU, as they will be blocked for 365 days. Inside crypto wallet, we can stake. We can stake CRU for CRU, CRU for UNTB, and world CRU for UNTB. And in a similar way, in crypto wallet, we can simply store our coins and wait for a good chance when the price goes up and sell them, or wait for the bonuses, profit bonuses, our dividends, or loyalty program bonuses. This all will be received in your crypto wallet in the form of USDU tokens, and at the exchange, mostly there will be traders working. These are the guys who are good at buying and selling and earning, making their earning on this difference. And at the exchange, there will be people who are not in our community. They have no crypto wallets, no our tokens. They will be at the exchange to buy them, to purchase them. And at the exchange, you need to register and verify, those partners need to register and verify who has a large stock of crypto units, or they may stake and will get a large amount of UNTB. Those people who don't want to gamble with the peer-to-peer transactions, they will be at the exchange. But today, there are a lot of Telegram chats, future exchanges, peer-to-peer exchanges, and it applies to smaller amounts or smaller volumes. When a person has only 100 or 200 US dollar worth unblocked crypto units, and therefore such a person does not need to register at the exchange, get the bank cards, and officially transfer these amounts to the settlement account. So peer-to-peer exchanges, I believe, under 100 US dollars, it's quite common to exchange, subject to your knowing who you exchange with. As over the last time, there are frequent cases when in Telegram, they fake your nicknames. So the name of your accounts. For instance, in Telegram, I am Maria Antonenko, and I have letter I in my name. And the capitalized letter I in the spelling of my name looks like the letter L. And these fraudsters are looking for these logins in Telegram and they exchange it into I, and the Telegram lets it go, because with the same login you may not actually register in Telegram, as it will be denied. And fraudsters find logins with letter L and substitute it with capitalized letter I. And you can never understand that this is a different person writing to you. They may steal a picture, an avatar, for instance, my picture or any leader in the chat, and they actually fake this nickname in your Telegram and will send messages to the chat participants that I will buy crypto units or UNTBs at a good price. And therefore, please be careful and mindful. Or only surely know this person, you had some telephone contacts, he may be your sponsor or upline leader, the person you know. Therefore, please be mindful and cautious here, and don't be in a rush to exchange. Even if you are in one chat, in the exchange chat, and so yesterday I faced such a situation. There was a fraudster, although we were in one chat, and it was detected quite quickly, and under a strange nick, he addressed me, and the person he copied, he informed me, he notified me that my nick was faked. and therefore peer-to-peer exchanges are quite dangerous. What else do we have for cryptocurrency, crypto wallets? You see, there is this red square highlighted, and there is a tab, Convert CRU. And in the line where you can read CRU, there is this text exchange. At the start, when we transfer to crypto wallets, on the first day, conversion world CRU into world CRU will be deactivated, but not for a long time, for a few days, 2-3 days only. Whereas we are at the start stage, and within 2-3 days, this function will be activated. I will explain why. As the conversion of world CRU into CRU, so there is a commission will be charged. And the commission will be charged through quantum, $1-2. And the one who tried through quantum to make payments in UGPay back office, my congratulations, by the way, on the successful start of sales of World CRU. We started, and on the first day, over 1.5 million tokens sold. And people are complaining that the text in the slide is vague. Quite likely you are on YouTube, and generally when there is this live broadcast, the broadcast is of poor quality. If you enter via Zoom, the picture will be better. Look, this conversion of CRU into world CRU through quantum. And what we noticed that for many people, the payment for the first time is not accepted, or a person is stuck at some point, or he forgets where his card is, or the validity term of this bank card. He is distracted, and this session of a payment of $1 worth, if it is not completed correctly, then your CRU were transferred, but world CRUs are not accrued. And this several minute distraction or delay could result in no conversion. And this incident could be 1 out of 100 when a person, or for instance, his battery dies and he fails to complete the transaction, but he pays $1 with no conversion of CRU into world CRU. And when programmers, IT guys, saw that such a situation is likely to happen with someone, then this feature was deactivated. We will not pay for the conversion of CRU into world CRU via quantum. What should we do? There are two options in this case. The first one is that we will retain quantum and it will be kept for the function by USDU. This is single channel transaction. You pay $1 or $2 and you get 1 or 2 USDUs. And at this moment, nothing burns out, nothing disappears. You send your US dollars from your Visa MasterCard and get USDU. No problem here. And then you exchange CRU into world CRU, and a commission is charged, a fee is charged in USDU. And the second option to get USDU is either at the exchange to buy them, or wait for the accruals of the dividends, profit bonuses, loyalty program bonuses, or from anyone through peer-to-peer exchange, you may buy a few USDU dollars from those people who are at the exchange. It will be implemented in another few days. As soon as we launch this function of conversion, it will be changed a little bit, but it will be safe and secure. For those who are advanced crypto enthusiasts, it will be a pure swap contract. There is such an exchange Uniswap when one token is exchanged into another, and here there will be another smart contract used following this swap principle. Next slide, please. And those people who complain in the chats that you can read the slides badly, look, the webinar consists of my explanation, like explanation or clarification to kids, to elderly people, for you to understand everything. And even though you cannot read the slides, but you are listening to what I'm saying, you don't need to realize what you cannot read from my slides. There is a complaint about the sound. Is it okay? Look, this is the way in your back office, the back office called mycryptounit.com, where you have a tab, CRU portfolio. So this red button generate the access key to crypto wallet. This is an approximate image. Don't expect it to be exactly like here. I didn't see it I didn't see the back office because this is the responsibility of another team responsible and dealing with back office. So this is a template. This is an example. This is a proposal by the Belarusian team that designed the interface to locate this button here in the tab portfolio, but we didn't see it how it will look like in the back office. But the template is like this. And of course, when you press this this green button, hopefully it will be green, and there you will see a picture of a key. Generate my access key, and then you will be transferred to another screen. And
over here, I put together 3 screens in order to save time on scrolling down the slides because they're gonna be small anyways. But please listen carefully and do not ask questions before the time comes, because our webinar is dedicated to informing you step by step. And some of you guys are asking questions that are too soon, too early. So instead of listening, you distract me and other participants. So wait for the end of the webinar and then ask your questions. Those slides were prepared for you to know what's in store for you in the next few days. So all of your questions should go at the end of the webinar. Do not run ahead of time. I will tell everything to you. So we will click on the button, generate the key, and we go to the screen where we're going to have 12 words. And this is a very, very important moment. They're going to be numbered too. You see 1, 2, 3, 4 to 12. And this is my urgent request to you. Write them down on a piece of paper. So what many people do is they are in a hurry. They click on the button, I've backed it up, and go forward. And then they think, I will do it later. I will go back to my back office and maybe I will look for it somewhere else, but there will be no later. Those words will be shown to you only once. Nobody is storing them anywhere in the back office, not me, not the Lithuanian team. No one is storing those words. They are shown on your screen only, one time, on your phone, on your computer, laptop, tablet, iPad. You can do the whole authorization in your personal wallet. But if you skip that slide, that part, nobody is going to restore your access to your wallet. Just set it in stone and share it with your partners. You cannot skip that stage. If you don't have a piece of paper close by, you don't have a pen, or you have just the phone from which you're entering, okay, make a screenshot of this particular screen. This is the worst case scenario, but at least you do something. Because if you make a screenshot today and you think that the screenshot will be stored on your phone forever, and then you go on your phone with your pictures and you don't see it there for some reason. So the best way is to write it on a piece of paper and make 10 copies of it. But if you did take a screenshot, make sure that you preserved it somewhere. Send it to, I don't know, to your own email. It's not entirely free or not entirely safe, but it's better than not to make the copy of the entire phrase. So what I outlined with the red rectangle, copy to clipboard, you see? So if you are using Apple, MacBooks, iPhones, there is a notes application. So you clip to clipboard and those words go to your buffer and you put them in the notes in iPhone, MacBooks, and tablets, iPads. You can put a password on your notes. So if you copied the seed phrase into your notes, you can set up a password to your notes. And of course, you have to memorize the password too, or write it down somewhere, because if you forget the password to your notes and you do not open the seed phrase, then it's over. I'm gonna mention it several times and quite for some time because we'll have to use those crypto wallets for at least 3 years. It's not a one-day use. Your crypto units, World CRUs, will take 3 years to completely unfreeze. So it's a 1,000-day unfreezing period. And for all those 3 years, you have to have that seed phrase at hand. If you lose your phone, your computer breaks down, I don't know what can happen with your equipment, machinery. But if you have the wallet number, the address of the wallet, and the seed phrase, you can always get inside of your wallet and get your hands on your crypto units or World CIUs. So the first step is that we write down those 12 words. On the second screen, you will be asked by the computer to drag those words below into the field in the correct order. That's why screenshot is not always okay. So you make a screenshot, it's on your phone, and then you need to drag those words on that very phone. So will you be switching between different tabs, different apps on your phone? You go from the browser to the pictures, browser to the pictures, and 12 times like this. It's easier to write it down. You can see this is word number 1, word number 2, and so on and so forth. and it will be safer this way too. But again, this is a recommended design for our from our developers for the IT programmers of our back office. And the way they do implement, deploy those screens, it's up to them. But hopefully tomorrow we'll take a peek at that interface. Hopefully it will be in this. It will have the same interface because we did our best to make it user friendly. And it's very important to catch the drift here. This is your seed phrase, your password to your wallet that only you know and have access to and will have access to for several years into the future. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. And then when you copy that seed phrase, you put it like this, nobody can see it, and you click the blue button, sign in, i.e., enter your wallet. Next slide, please. And here you have to come up with a PIN code. And it's preferable that you write down that PIN code on the piece of paper too, or somewhere else where you're going to have your 12 words. Please do not make it 6 zeros or 6 ones. Just come up with something original. Well, the most banal thing would be to come up with your birth date. But if you have quite a lot of crypto units, you're a leader or a top leader in our company, your wallet will be hunted after, and the thieves will try to find out your birth date on Facebook, VK, OK, whatever other social media, and they will learn your birth date and might hack your account. So don't use your birth date. I'm not sure what kind of PIN code you're going to come up with, but make it complicated, make it unhackable, or make it impossible for hackers to guess it. So, how usually wallets are hacked? Well, the private key, the seed phrase of 12 words, is unhackable, but a person might be making a presentation and they show their crypto wallet to the audience. Look how many tokens I have. Look the way I stake them. Look at me while I mining UNTB or crediting to them to my name. And imagine someone goes outside or have a cup of coffee, or the waiter comes to you and you look at that waiter. And if you're making a presentation to a new person, you don't know whether those people are decent or not. They can enter into your computer. They can, if they saw you dial the PIN code like 11111, they enter into your wallet, they move the tokens to their name, and then they leave. And you come up to your computer after going to the bathroom, for example, and you have an empty wallet. And also, if you're showing, as I said, your wallet with the crypto units on them, do not enter PIN codes with other people present. Do not show the secret seed phrase to anyone. I think we've spent enough time on explaining the urgency of security. So you created your PIN code, you have your seed phrase, and you go into your wallet. So what matters here? First, it's the language switch. If you're by default are in English, but you need some other language, then in the upper left-hand corner, there is a choice of language. And we have 12 languages to choose from. And this is point one. And point two is the QR code. You see, it's the rectangle, red rectangle with an arrow, this is your wallet address. Also, write it down on the same piece of paper where you have your 12 seed words. But after you enter the wallet a second time from a different device, and they will ask you to enter the seed phrase, that field with lots of dots or asterisks in them will also have a field asking you to enter your address, your account, to which you enter the seed phrase. So the first time you go to your wallet, write down the address of your wallet as well onto a piece of paper. Or take a screenshot and then you send that screenshot to your email box, the Telegram, to your mama's WhatsApp, whatever. What matters is that you preserve it. So you see this address, it's 3H3VPD, etc. It's like we're saying the address when we want someone to send us their Bitcoin, USDC, or Ethereum. The addresses are kind of short because we took EOS code for the blockchain, and the wallet addresses do not exceed 12 symbols. They can be smaller if this account, like with 3 letters, hasn't been yet created. You can take it, but usually the account, the address is not more than 12 symbols. So you copy that address and you send it to any user from whom you want to receive their tokens or currency, cryptocurrency. If you're making P2P exchange, as someone is telling you, send me crypto units or USDUs or UNTBs, you ask their address. And they should not just copy, but also make a screenshot of it in order for you to make sure that you are sending the tokens to the right address. Because if you miss up one letter or screw up one letter, you might be sending your tokens to a different person. Do not take a screenshot of the entire wallet though, only the address. Because you don't want other people know how many USDUs or crypto units you have. Just scan and scan or take a screenshot of the upper part only. It's like with a bank card. Usually we send people the number of the card, but we do not ever give people the code on the reverse side, the CCV or CVV. What's the correct name for it? So let's move on to the next slide. So the send function on the dark blue background is the selection, is the main menu. Basically, it allows you to see what you can do with your wallet. I took English language screenshots for all the languages to be less aware of what's going on because English is more international than Russian. So on top, when you click into your own language, you will see the translation. So we have the main page with all the tokens displayed. Then we have the convert world CRU. It won't be there at first. It will appear later. Send is when we send our tokens to someone. And when we click send, we'll have a drop-down menu of the tokens that we want to send. Well, in 1 year later, you will be ready. You will be able to send world CRUs too. Then you insert the wallet address, send to, you see the second line, and the memo. Memo is like a reminder. So if you are sending tokens to each other, you might write there whatever you want. Well, preferably with English letters, with Latin letters. To whom are you sending and for what? Like I'm borrowing or lending, I'm giving it as a gift, I'm exchanging, etc. This field is optional, as you can see, optional message, it's written, but it becomes obligatory when you move tokens to the exchange. And that's when this memo is going to be long. It's like Ethereum wallet address, 0x, and there's like 32 symbols. It's for the exchange to understand whose tokens are being sent to the exchange, to which account those tokens should go. If you're sending it between yourselves, P2P, you can write whatever you want in the memo field. But if you're sending tokens to the exchange, it is very important to copy the hash that the exchange wallet will show you. Please pay attention to it. Let's move on to the next slide. Also, in the upper menu, we have a button called staking. Staking to get CRU for CRU, CRU for CRU, World CRU for UNTB, and CRU for UNTB. World CRU for UNTB will be available when you have already converted World CRUs a little bit later, like 2-3 days after the launch. But in day one, when you get access to the crypto wallet, you'll be able to do two types of staking, CRU for CRU and CRU for UNTB. World CRU for UNTB will appear a little bit later. And when you click stake CRU for CRU, there will be a list of our staking options, including staking Avanti, the beloved staking of our partners, taken for 24 months. So you will be able to choose how many CRUs on which staking you want to put, up to 8% per month. And then CRU for UNTB, there is also a tip, you see, the estimated monthly reward per 24 hours. Per one CRU token, you get 0.0139. This is like a not ballpark. This is a arbitrary figure. It doesn't mean anything for now, but it will be on this slide. I mean, but when the wallet is launched, then you will know for sure. When I say for sure, I mean estimated, but this will be more or less real figure, not the one that you see right now on the slide. On the slide, it's for illustrative purposes only. Then you can see UNTB staking. You see UNTB for net and CPU. You can, if there is not enough net or CPU, not enough memory or speed, you can buy that memory and speed with your UNTBs. This menu is in the section stake in two. So basically you sell your UNTBs to buy more memory or more speed. Well, I'm gonna run ahead a little bit here, and I want to show you how the field conversion of CRU to World CRU looks like. For now, it's deactivated, but when it's activated, you will see a menu like this. In my opinion, it's very user-friendly. There will be two tabs. Either you pick all of your CRU tokens or only those that will be unfrozen 365 days or later. If we click everything that is older than 365 days, you will see the schedule. And that schedule will show you the unfreezing, a calendar schedule. And even if you click on this unfreeze button, it's the unfreezing schedule. You will see a menu when your CRUs get unfrozen, 1%, 2%, and so on. And you will be able to choose how many CRUs you want to exchange into World CRUs. But you can use the slider to do that from the end. So you start from the last month in 2025, in 2025. That's when the last CRU gets unfrozen. So you take that slider and move it and choose the amount of CRUs that you want to exchange. The tariffs for the conversion here, you see transaction fee rates. You can see them on the right. But again, moving ahead, I would like to point out that those tariffs or fee rates will be only at the start for a short period of time. Someone was upset in the chat, like, why take those pennies? It's like, I wanna earn more money from us by charging us like those pennies. I wanna gonna buy a space shuttle or what? Well, it's not like we want to make money from you guys by charging those small fees. The conversion of CRU into world CRUs should go through the accounting of the company UGPay Group. UGPay Group that is reporting today to the Securities and Exchange Commission. It cannot show them or tell them that they gave away CRUs for free or world CRUs for free. So basically, it's as if you're buying. So if you have 1,000 CRUs and you pay like $1, it will look like the company sold you world CRUs at a small price. But we have to do it anyways, because we won't be able to report to the SEC. And the more expensive World CRU token gets as sold by the company, the higher the fee rates, transaction fee rates are going to be. Gradually, the transaction fee rates will be increasing. Otherwise, it will look like giving away security tokens for free. And those fees needs to be charged in order to be in line with the regulation and that the accounting records match. So also there were a lot of questions regarding the unfreezing within 10 years for World CRUs. Andre at the closest reporting webinar will explain what the strategy is going to be. As for our old tokens, CRU to conversion into World CRU, the old unfreezing schedule will be kept. And there's some tips here as well, that the World CRU is frozen for 365 days, and then it will follow the schedule as before, 1%, 1.5%, etc. But this applies to the old tokens. The new World CRUs that the company is going to sell in the future, it will publish the news and the information in advance that starting this date, the schedule of the unfreezing changes. We're not going to do anything and backdate it, never. At first, we inform everyone so that you have an understanding what this information applies to. It will be coming from the official sources. There will be letters sent to your emails that in future, starting from this many billion of tokens sold, the unfreezing schedule will change, but it might happen in 2022 or summer 2021. Andrei Habratov will surely tell you about the changes in the strategy in the next webinars. So I did explain what the translation fee rate, and I think the conversion is very profitable. So you exchange everything that will come due more than 365 days, and they will be converted. Why would you wait if you can convert at a small fee and do it at very profitable terms? Let's move on to the next slide.
Well, here there are more details, this diagram of unfreezing. Next slide, please. Further details, everything you can see inside your wallet. There will be this reflection of the chart, what you received if partners were with us since 2019. As of the 18th of February, there will be unfreezing of 2%, and you will see all your unblockings and the in the future shows that are over 365 days. Next slide. We've discussed it a little bit how to get USDU to your wallet. Well, here there will be quantum when you enter your bank card and you get USDU as a cryptocurrency via quantum, and it will be deployed in another few days, or USDU to be bought at the exchange, or wait for the bonuses under the loyalty program, or buy it peer to peer. So if there are those at the exchange, they sell their CRU, get USDU, and this person may sell USDU to you and exchange them into fiat money as partners do with their units inside back office, as there is peer-to-peer exchange. And a similar option is here, but only be cautious. Know who you exchange with. Next slide. Let's repeat it another time that traders with high volumes go at the exchange, and buyers for large volumes and sellers for large volumes, and all the other functions, including staking, exchange, storage, it is done in the wallet. Next slide, please. So the most intriguous one, the terms of the registration on unit exchange and blockchain launch. Please be aware that you should wait for the official news to come.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry for the interruption. We had a minor technical problem. So there was a small delay on the side of the back offices because you can see what kind of work was done inside the back offices with regards to UGPay. So quite a lot of work. And Quantum was connected to it, and all the videos and presentations, and our leaders did the dubbing or voicing of the UGPay slides in order to upload them into the back office. So the partner instruments are there too. UGPay website was translated into 12 languages, and all of it was done at the same time. And human resources weren't enough because there is one IT program is working on the back office, another team is working on the blockchain, but there is so much work, and they couldn't cope with everything at once because on the 10th of February the sale of the World CRU was announced, and they did what they could, and I think it's successful work. And I think on Saturday Valentin will tell us about the first sales, but the partners themselves in the chats were publishing this statistics, how quickly World CRU tokens are disappearing, being sold in UGPay back office while this wonderful week is going on. From the 10th to the 14th of February, we have 35% plus as a bonus, and World CRU packages are being sold off. And it was very, like hot buns, and it was very important to finish the work in the UGPay back office. So the same team could not be doing two tasks at the same time. So thankfully, UGPay Group back office is up and running. World CRU tokens are being sold. The packages are being exhausted really fast. They're adding new ones, and they're also working on the functions, the generation, such as generation of keys, the screens where you drag the seed phrases, and then to launch a synchronization with blockchain. On our side, it's ready, and then we're waiting for this work to be ready on this side of the back offices. And I think it's 90% completed. So of course, we will publish that news ahead of time, in advance, I mean, that the migration of data started, and you will see it yourselves. Those who know how to check the blockchain explorer, you will see that the accounts are being added, some changes are happening, and the same stands for the exchange. Tomorrow, we will check the entire functionality, and gradually we will start doing it the way we did it in November. We had referral links, the first line of testers, the first line of Andre, they will be giving away their referral links, and you will be able to register in the exchange, go through the verification, and by then the blockchain wallets will be ready. But again, I would like to reiterate, if you don't have a lot of tokens for sale, if you don't have a lot of tokens to buy, then don't hurry and run to the exchange if the exchange opens before the crypto wallet, because people are saying, I'm going to the exchange because it's open, and then the verifiers will have to verify me, although they verify me and I don't have nothing to trade with. So do not hurry in there if you don't need to. Just don't do that. Do not overburden our global pass verifiers because they are running late too. Not all of them went to the verification global unit pay, and those lines will be shorter and shorter, and very soon There will be people who very soon everybody will verify it. We'll add some, we'll edit 8 more verifiers. So please be patient and wait for the official news. Nope, everybody will be on time. There will be no one left behind. But it's better to have a nice start instead of 300,000 people rushing in and crashing down the website. Well, very soon it will be ready. Just be patient and wait for the official news. And I guess this is it from me. And see you on the next webinar. And next until we meet again. Bye bye.